Alright guys, we have another Larry Clark film today, except this time Larry must have finally taken his medication when he made this one, because somehow we make it through the whole movie without seeing someone's dick. This is his attempt at making a hood movie, so just brace yourself. For a 24-hour period, we follow this really close group of Salvadoran and Guatemalan kids in South Central. The title Wassup Rockers comes from the name that the black kids in the neighborhood would mock them with.
Hey, you little bitch ass rocker, fuck you.
The casting went just about how it usually does with Larry. He was going around LA taking pictures and came across a group of kids and asked them if they wanted to be in a movie. For the most part, they're just being themselves. Most of the guys even going by their real names in the movie, and as usual, there's no real storyline. You're kind of just watching shit happen. But the major thing that really makes this movie stand out is the fact that this feels like something that would play on Nick at Night. It's really not all that crazy for a Larry film, and you'll see what I mean by that as the video progresses. It's actually pretty cheesy. The opening scene is like something out of a serial killer documentary. If I didn't know that this was a movie, you could have told me that this kid was never seen again after recording this, and I'd probably believe it.
And then less, cause he like cause he does since Porky liked it a girl, but she liked it some other guy. Got mad. He was trying to commit suicide by drowning himself on the sink.
Some random guy the kids were cool with gets ran down on pretty early on. He's not important though. We don't know why they shot him. I guess the whole point is just to show that they live in the hood.
I live in the ghetto. We're from the ghetto.
I'm from the ghetto.
The black kids in the neighborhood and at school don't like them. Also, this was 2005, so all the other kids are wearing baggy clothes. They probably just watched the Get Rich or Die Trying movie for the first time, but these guys are different.
They call us rockers and shit because we wear our hair long and we wear tight pants, like tight clothes and stuff. They always say, "What's up, rockers?"
The guys start up their own rock band. One of the guys, Porky, starts getting emotional after reminiscing over a girl that he thinks he got pregnant that didn't want anything to do with him anymore.
Yes, Gina told her she didn't want me to do nothing with the baby, you know. It wasn't my problem. My life is shit.
Man, Porky, quit that shit, cause every time you get drunk, you always start crying. And you gotta listen to it.
Fuck it then. I'll go somewhere you don't have to hear me cry.
This is when we see the part where he tries to off himself by drowning in the sink, like Jonathan was talking about in the video earlier. Gotta be the funniest part in the whole movie. I almost halfway wished it would have worked just for it to be like that much funnier. Okay, we gotta work on this girl's acting skills. I mean, dang, it looks like he's just washing his face in the sink. Come on, like, what are y'all doing here? These kids are being bad as hell.
Let me see your license.
I don't have any.
You don't have a license?
No.
Anybody in the car got a license?
No.
They head to Beverly Hills and impress these rich white girls.
Ooh, look at that hot ass. I like to see that ass under those jeans. Damn. Hot body and tight little butt.
God, this is just okay. Yeah, this is what I meant when I said this movie is cheesy. These rich white guys start being racist towards them. It doesn't really matter though, because the girls like them, so who cares?
I said let's go.
Hey, you don't gotta get all grabby with her.
Hey, was I talking to you, fucking Mexican?
I'm Guatemalan.
Oh, I'm sorry, a guat.
Larry's trying his best to incorporate the whole Los Angeles racial issue thing. The cops start messing with them because they're not supposed to be trespassing in this parking lot. He's grilling them hella hard too. He's acting like he's never seen a group of Hispanic kids in Beverly Hills.
Got a 10, 6, or 7 Mexicans.
Mexican.
You guys live together?
They're brothers.
Why do you have different last names? Different fathers, it's typical. You don't belong here.
Why? Because we're from South Central?
Yeah.
They get tired of him asking the same dumbass questions, so they run away, but the homie gets caught up and they leave him behind like some hoes and head to the girl from earlier's house. Just before Kiko's about to get some cheeks, the guys from earlier run everybody up out of the house, and we get the goofiest fight scene I think I've seen in my life. After that, they end up in some other random people's backyard. These adults have no care in the world that these random kids are here. Yeah, this movie is really not meant to be taken serious, like, at all, if you can't tell by this point.
Perfect. It's my new ad campaign.
This is some of my work.
You know, you could be a model.
I'm too skinny. I gotta pee.
Oh nah, you might want to turn around, Jonathan. You know this man was happy as hell when he seen a bunch of kids pull up. I guess that's why nobody questioned them being there. This might just be routine for them. Thankfully, nothing happens though. They realize this dude is weird and get the hell out of there. But you know, eventually something was gonna go wrong with them running through all of these random people's backyards. And this nosy, paranoid ass old man sees them hopping a wall and decides that the best thing to do in this situation is to shoot them. Luis dies and they leave him there. The murder gets covered up by the crooked cop.
Shoot first and ask questions later. My son was a colored kid, so naturally.
I understand. Listen, off the record, it's a Mexican kid. He's probably undocumented, illegal. I'll write this up so you don't have any problem.
Very good.
This gets brushed past super fast too. Like, it really doesn't even matter that he just got killed.
With a face like that, you're gonna get plenty of ass.
Okay, can we go like 2 seconds without somebody being creepy? And then his friend just died. What the fuck is going on?
Let's go, we gotta go.
Damn, Johnson, every time.
Jonathan's been mall grabbing the whole movie. You know somebody had a heart attack watching this. They take the bus back home and their night of chasing snow bunnies and running from pedophiles comes to an end.
Wassup Rockers?
Okay, we get it, Larry. Goddamn.
Late sperm ball. I mean, Milton.
Milton.
Milton finally gains their respect.
There's sperm ball. His real name is Milton Velasquez, but nobody calls him that. They call him sperm ball.
I don't want to be caught sperm ball no more. My name is Milton.
Alright. Sperm ball.
Which is the closest thing we can get to a happy ending. The reality really starts setting in once they get off the bus. It's just tragic how going out to Beverly Hills was supposed to be an escape for them to get away from all the violence and racial issues back home. Just for them to realize that they didn't belong there either, with the cop discriminating against them, or their friend ending up getting killed by the racist neighbor, and ultimately that crooked cop covering up his death. But the whole Beverly Hills adventure kind of goes to show, no matter where you go, sometimes your ethnicity and social class will always be the determining factor in how you're treated. It's just kind of funny though how at one point Kiko said that he would get annoyed at the black girls trying to braid his hair because he thinks their hands are dirty, in the middle of complaining that he doesn't like when other races stereotype him and his brothers.
There are people always say that we start stuff because we're troublemakers. And every time, like, black girls or something, they're trying to play with your hair and stuff, I never let them touch my hair and shit.
Why?
They might be dirty or something.
This movie definitely has a lot of very over-the-top and exaggerated moments. Even the racism, especially with the cop, felt like something out of a Darman video.
Why do you have different last names? Different fathers, it's typical.
But the message is still there if you can suspend disbelief for an hour and 40 minutes. While watching this, I really did get the vibe that this movie just felt like something that could have been broadcasted on Nick at Night. That's why I consider this to be the little brother of kids. I can see this being super nostalgic for Latinos that grew up as rockers, especially ones from LA, maybe if you're in like your 30s now. Very goofy ass movie nonetheless though. I mostly just like it because it's funny and easy to watch. It's just something you can kind of throw on in the background, and you don't see a hood Latino punk rock movie every day. Maybe they should make a part 2, but in San Bernardino. But let let me know what you guys think about this movie. Is it relatable for you, or do you just find it cheesy? I don't know, it's kind of fun. Also, does the part where they were trying to figure out how to get back home remind anyone else of the Warriors? I even felt that vibe in the shot where they were all walking side by side. It looks just like this shot right here. But anyway, I'm gonna put this video on Rumble as usual in case any issues come up. I know some people don't like when I censor dumb things like kill or suicide. Like, I get that. Just to be on the safe side of things, sometimes I kind of have to do that in case they keep fucking with my videos and taking my shit down. Just go to the Rumble. I also created a letterbox. I'm still working on making all of my list, but I'll follow everyone back on there, and stay tuned for the next one, which will probably be either Bully or Gummo. Let me know, and check out the playlist for all of my other movie reviews.